Let's talk about justice and the young body and what our role as ministry leaders in serving their struggles and emotions. I am Reverend Managerrie Winston, and I thank you for being here with me today. The purpose of this conversation is to introduce the urgency of this topic. Youth are carrying the weight of modern justice issues, and we cannot ignore their pain and their voice. Justice issues, they don't just happen around youth. They happen to youth. I think that we need to understand the difference in that statement. And they have a frustration and a grief that is real, and it's sacred, and it's something that we as leaders need to take very seriously, and also provide space for it. Today's young people are not just distant observers of injustice. It shapes their daily reality. It is the headlines they see. It's the personal struggles within their families. It's the inequalities that they face day to day. Justice affects their identity and the hope that they have for the future. You have many youth that are questioning, does anyone care about what I am facing? They're asking questions like, where is God in all of this? Injustice challenges their sense of worth, purpose, their sense of safety. We have to tie in the fact that Jesus cares about justice to them. Jesus saw injustice and stood with the oppressed and called to action. Coming out of Luke 4, verse 18 through 19. When you seek justice, they reflect God's own heart for healing and restoration. For young people, justice is not just about fairness. It's about being seen, valued, and being hopeful in the mere thought that change is possible. It is important to understand how us as ministry leaders can serve youth through justice. How can we respond to the struggles young people are carrying right now? The most important thing is to listen deeply and without judgment. Sometimes be quiet. Create a safe space for youth to feel free to share those emotions, those frustrations, those stories, of their experience that we know that they are having daily. We need to provide space for that. Small group discussions, youth-led talks, journaling sessions. This is teaching. And we need to teach and give them these things to carry them as they evolve and continue to graduate into life through every stage, because we know that we as people are ever evolving. I think that we need to offer theological framework for justice specifically. I think we need to teach youth that justice is central to the kingdom of God and part of Christ's mission. Show them that their grief, their anger, their compassion, all of those things, all of those elements, they are valid and they are biblical. They are not doing this alone. Somebody has done it before them. We are now doing it as adults. We do it every day. So these are real things. These are real feelings. We all can relate to grief. We all can relate to anger. We all know what it is like to have someone show compassion. We as leaders, we need to empower youth to take action, to equip them to imagine, to engage in service and advocacy, leadership roles. And whether or not these are volunteer projects or prayer walks, these could be simple things. We can start off small. And what is that? That's a seed. Small. But the biggest point of us being leaders is being consistent and being present to build that trust by showing up in their lives, in their struggles, showing up in their struggles, their dreams, their efforts for justice. Our role as leaders is to not fix their struggles, but to walk with them, pointing them to a Jesus who serves justice and the church that cares so very deeply about justice. As I close out on my thoughts of this important topic, justice for the young body means showing up. It is listening to their struggles, affirming their emotions, and pointing them to a God who sees, loves, and restores. The church must be a place where young people find justice and not silence. I thank you for spending your time with me, listening to my thoughts, my version of TED Talks. And yes, I hope this can sit with you, that it can empower you to just lay that seed, that one thing that you can do differently in your ministry. Thank you.